Makeup? 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 Hey, I got shine here. I got shine here.
Welcome back to the third edition of Capri Christian Church News Update.
Okay, let's get this right out of the way. What news do you have for us on the widows this time, Dawn?
Well, not actually much. I heard they were hanging out at an Irish pub.
That was lunch at Erin's Isle at the Hibiscus Golf Club.
Oh, by the way, something I've been meaning to ask you. Why don't they ever have the widows and the widowers in the same lunch?
You really don't know?
No, I don't.
Do we have that picture on file from the last time they were together?
Oh, okay.
Let's do a quick recap of the end of the season.
We had a great Palm Sunday service with the ladies from the Acting Up Ministry presenting a very moving reading before all four services.
Rachel, Brandy, Mary, and Linda were outstanding.
Then we had a very spiritual Monday, Thursday service with the choir singing with gusto, and again members of the Acting Up Ministry presenting heart-touching monologues as some of the New Testament characters.
Jim and Kathy and Susan stepped out of the choir. Teddy was strong as Paul, and Rachel, as always, was spot on as Mary Magdalene. But you know, Don, I was really impressed with the centurion, his confidence, his commanding presence.
That's funny, Jerry. I was really impressed with Peter, his emotion, his obvious deep sorrow.
Interesting side note, Palm Sunday was the first time Rachel performed when she wasn't pregnant.
Rachel's pregnant.
No, her characters have always been pregnant. She's not pregnant.
Yes, Rachel is pregnant.
No.
Yes, she's due in December.
No, when did that happen?
I don't think that's any of our business.
Well, I guess we know who'll be playing Mary again this year.
Speaking of babies, have you seen Pastor Tim and Stephanie's new little girl, Kenzie?
Yeah, she's pretty cute. I'm sure she's going to give them a run for their money. Back to the recap. Then there was the Easter tent service, and it was a full house.
Don't you mean a full tent?
Yes. Great music, great message.
And nobody was attacked by fire ants this year.
Plenty of cookies and overall success.
And don't forget about the sunrise service at Fiddler's Creek. Pastor Steve, Patty, Kathy, and Jan all sang their little hearts out as Pastor Kurt gave another inspiring message.
So inspiring, for the third year in a row, the resident alligator swam over to listen.
And then everybody headed up north.
Our next event to mark your calendars for is July 2nd.
The choir will be performing a patriotic, inspirational cantata. There will be flag waving, honoring of our veterans, thanking the Lord for his abundant blessing on our country, and yet again, hot dogs in the fellowship hall.
We do consume a lot of hot dogs at Capri.
I'm pretty sure one of the elders has stock in Oscar Mayer.
That's just a bunch of baloney. Now for a sports update.
Let's go live to our golf correspondent, Jim McFarland, and hear what he has to say about our recent Capri Golf Scramble.
Come on in, Jim. Come in, Jim.
Come on in, Jim.
Are you there, Jim?
Yo, Jimbo!
Is that you, Jerry?
No, that was Dawn.
Oh, okay. I think I can hear you now.
So what do you have to report for us, Jim?
Well, I'm here at the Hibiscus Golf Club where we had a great day of golf for the annual Capri Christian Church golf outing. It was a great day. I saw a lot of unusual golf swings and different skill levels. One thing that I can definitely say is, as we were watching people tee off here on the first hole, we saw Pastor Kurt and his golf swing. I can assure everybody that Pastor Kurt is not going to quit his day job to go on the golf circuit.
Well, I think we knew that already. What do you think about the level of competition?
Well, you know, based on 0 to 10 or 1 to 10, I would have to give the level of ability as a 9. But I have to put a decimal point in front of that. Intensity was probably about a 7, but enjoyment, a definite 10.
We know about your golfing skills, Jim. Do you have it? Did you offer any advice?
Well, I tried to offer some suggestions. Starting off, I turned him around to where he was facing the hole. He did a lot better then. This player improved his short game by not hitting his sand wedge from the sand trap and also from the green. My advice here was he better take up bowling. And as you can see, this guy, he had trouble focusing.
So who was the winner of the scramble?
Somebody won this thing?
Well, thanks, Jim. But why is Jim still on the golf course? Wasn't the scramble last month?
He really likes golf. We'd like to close tonight with a heartwarming story first reported in the Waco Eagle by Annie Hall.
Capri's legitimate news correspondent.
Pete and Chris Kugler had a near heartbreaking experience when their dog fell into the canal at night.
Pete threw his dog in the canal?
No.
Might have been Chris. They both tried to throw me in the canal.
No, it was night and the dog slipped into the canal, and they couldn't find it.
Canals are pretty dark at night.
At first light, frantic, they jumped in the boat to search, fearing the worst, hoping for the best. To their great joy, they found the dog still treading water.
He'd been dog paddling all night.
Yes. And now, for the rest of the story. The dog is blind.
What? The dog is blind? Well, that explains it.
What?
Well, how he made it through the whole night. He didn't know it was in the water.
And so much for a heartwarming story.
Well, that about wraps it up from another edition of Capri Christian News Update.
Hallelujah, he's alive.
You know Easter's over, right?
Yeah,
So why did you say that?
I like the way it sounds. I was thinking of using it as my signature sign-off. You know, like, good night, Chet. Good night, David.
Well, what am I going to say?
Anything you want.
Later, alligator?
Not quite anything you want.
Oh, okay.
You got the clicker? Let's go.
They don't have one of those.